Narcissists are victims of other narcissists as well as you guys. All the normies out there that don't think that a narcissist is hurt as well, we get hurt all the time, same as you guys. If you're new to my channel, I am the Bat Wolf. I am a self-aware narcissist. I also have borderline personality disorder. After I became self-aware, I realized a lot of things. I was actually able to reflect back on all my previous relationships, and I pretty much was able to figure out that I literally never had a relationship with anybody who was not a cluster B. And the reason I never did was because I am not attracted to normal people. I'm not attracted to normies. I'll get bored with that so quick. And if I look back on all of my previous relationships as a narcissist now, thinking about that, I realized that because there were so many people in my life that I would date for maybe a week or two, and then something would happen within those 2 weeks, and I would devalue and discard them very quickly because they just weren't doing it for me. I had to be hurt, excited somehow or something, and they weren't doing it for me. So this is just a perspective that I'm trying to get you guys to understand, is that when I give you information on my page and I talk about the cluster B, I talk about narcissists, I talk about borderlines, I'm not telling you that simply from a narcissist point of view, a borderlines point of view. I'm telling you that from a normie point of view too, because we get into these relationships with other cluster Bs, and depending on who's the more dominant in the relationship, I'll give you an example. You get two narcissists together, one of them will have to be a covert and one of them will have to be an overt for it to last very long. And what ends up happening is the weaker of the two narcissists will actually become covert, and that a lot of times is me. I actually end up giving in to whoever I'm with on the account of that I'm also a BPD, and I can regress into my BPD and become very covert in a way. And so if I get with a very overt narcissist female, or I get with a very overt grandiose BPD, I end up being the victim in those situations because I revert back to my trauma side of things of just being a people pleaser and codependent type person. So when you think of narcissists, you have to understand we're not all the same. And I think I do a fairly good job of showing you guys that. When I tell you to stay away from narcissists, I mean it. I absolutely mean it, because if they're not aware and they're not working on themselves, it's never going to work. And the same goes for borderlines too. So when you think of narcissists, just remember, we actually know what we're talking about when it comes to these sort of things, because that's all we date is people on the cluster B. That's it. So just something for you guys to think about. Have a great day.